Last time on Pokemon FireRed, we went up Pokemon Tower and fought so many ghosts. But now it's time to go in a bit of a different direction. So, at one point we met an old lady who gave us tea, and now that the tea's probably cooled off, let's go on over to one of the guards. Now, if I remember correctly, in the original game, you could actually just bring them any drink, like any of the stuff you got from the vending machines in Celadon City.
Yeah, they just wanted a drink. Any drink.
But now it specifically has to be tea, so it's a key item. And I don't know why, because, like, that old lady's still in Celadon. But yeah, the guard will also share with the other guards somehow, so I guess we got a whole lot of tea. Wish we could have kept some of it, but now we can freely access Saffron. And now we can see why maybe they were keeping us out. Because Team Rocket's just sort of hanging out here. Just casual crime going on.
Let's go. That tea is even easier to get because you get it automatically before you fight Erica.
Yeah, you don't even need to just look around and find the fourth wall building. So we do have a whole lot of good items. We got the great potions, we got the great balls, we got the great status healer that's a full heal. So you just use that for any status effect and you're good. Sure? I mean, no. My monkey kicked his Pokemon until they fell over. He conceded defeat when a small ball of angry fuzz just kicked the heck out of his rock snake. You know, maybe these trainers change their lines of dialogue later on in the game, but honestly, I've never gone back to check. Anyway, bye, nerds. Don't care what they have to think at all. Definitely not. Ah, Mr. Psychic's house. I bet he won't know that I'm coming here to talk to him. Oh my god! He knew! So yes, he gives you the TM for Psychic, which is a really good, you guessed it, Psychic attack. So, I believe... I'm pretty sure Mira would learn Psychic naturally, but I kind of want Psychic now, because it's a way better move than Confusion is. Because, let's see, this does 90 damage and lowers special defense, which is useful for Mira, unlike Shadow Ball. And yeah, it is just way more powerful than Confusion. It doesn't cause confusion, but, you know, it's fine, I'm fine losing that. So yeah, now Mira has a move to use when she's not just putting people to sleep and devouring their very life's essence. Yeah, ha! Man, what if the really cool Pokemon trainers just actually did something eventually? I mean, granted, kid, I do have the same questions.
What if this was Pokemon Let's Go instead?
I'm a huge proponent of just generally high-powered trainers or just important characters in general being more present in the story.
The Elite Four as a whole doesn't do a whole lot, but Lorelei does show up partway through Let's Go.
Yeah, I think Gen 5 might be like one of the first games in which gym leaders have an active role and just appear relatively frequently outside the story. Or in the story, outside of their gyms.
Yeah. Yeah, Gen 5 was one of the first ones to have a really involved story, I think.
Yep.
That follows, like, actual plot structure. It isn't just a bunch of stuff.
Alright, so we've got the Pokemon gyms right here, but this guy's standing in front of it. However, we also have this gym over here which we can take on. But actually it is just the fighting dojo, and there is a pretty important distinction which we'll learn about later on. For the time being, though, it's time for fighting types. Alright, so back in the day when I had more free time, I would try to take on the fighting dojo with a fighting type. I mean, it's not like effective or anything, but you know, you send your fighting type here to train, fight other fighting types, have very slow battles. But here I just said screw that, and Spearmint's doing all the heavy lifting.
You know, with Let's Go, catching mechanics and, like, leveling up mechanics, I kind of wish that was a thing. Like, Pokemon restricted fights. Like, in this it would be obnoxious, because it would be way too hard to level up.
I mean, like, a Mankey can do an alright job here. But, yeah, it is way better to just do this. And, of course, hopefully restricted battles would just be, like, not necessarily effective, but not effective. Because then that would just be tedious.
Oh yeah, if it was, you can only use normal type Pokemon, here is a rock gym.
Use this water type against some grass types. Good luck, nerd.
Well, now that I say that, like, a lot of normal type Pokemon learn moves that will be effective against rocks. And most water types can learn, like, Aurora Beam. If not, just straight up Ice Beam. You wouldn't be totally SOL.
Just mostly. So yeah, I decided to be daring, even if I'm not bringing a fighting type to this fight. I still just placed myself right in between these trainers so that I'd have to do both fights in a row. Now, if this were like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, if I remember correctly, this would actually cause a double battle to happen, which I kind of wish would happen. Because I'm pretty sure I remember a few points in the game in which you could just get caught by two trainers and then you'd have to fight them both. But that doesn't happen in FireRed. He would put Mira in a headlock.
Machoke used to shove in locker.
The Virgin Mira and the Alpha Machoke.
No. No, it's awful.
So anyway, that was a different
I
Hideki.
just noticed this guy's name.
Alright, and now, the second set. Jeez, this guy's extreme. What does that have to do with Pokemon fights?
This guy is playing, also his name is just Aaron? Everyone else got to keep their Japanese name, but this is just Aaron. That's why he's so try-hard. He's a weeaboo.
Just shatters boulders. There's Pokemon are like, dude, what the heck? I'm a primate, but I don't have to prove anything.
Also, I was gonna say, this guy's playing Pokemon Tabletop United, where trainers are expected to fight sometimes.
What were you punching, my guy?
You've never even seen a boulder, have you?
I've only read about boulders. Ah, Mike!
Mike! My name
His name is Mike, and he's a karate
Mike.
machine.
God damn it! I was gonna say let's dojo karaoke. Punch the mic! Punch the mic! Well, damn it, now I'm just thinking of WarioWare Gold cutscenes.
It's fine, it's just seismic toss, it's set damage. Don't even know why you got pumped up for that one, Primeape, you fool.
I was gonna say, yeah, it raises critical hit rate and then did a move that can't get a critical hit.
Good job, Mike. Good strategy, Mike. Actually, I suck. Take that. The only thing that frightens us is psychic power, so I really wish you didn't bring that.
I really wish we didn't set up right next to the psychic gym. Also, did he grunt or did he just say grunt?
I choose to believe he just shouted, "Grunt!"
He was going to challenge you and he saw a Team Rocket Grunt trying to sneak in, he had to scare it away. Why, hello, sir.
He gets a Sprite bottle and just runs over.
It's like the dogs in Up. And they see a squirrel. These guys are just running around town beating the shit out of grunts, and anytime they see one, they just get excited.
That's why they can't actually charge the main base, though, because they just lock down. They hear these guys coming. So anyway, this guy has actually got unique Pokemon. They're not the Mankeys and Machops that we've been seeing from the other guys. So Hitmonlee, known for kicks. Unfortunately, it's also known for not sleeping. But it did waste most of its turns, which is nice. And down he goes. Now, he's also got Hitmonchan, which is known for punches, and also really not liking the physical and special move thing.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of good, physical attack power, not a lot of special attack power, and it also has a whole lot of unique punching moves that end up being special.
Mm-hmm. I think when I was a kid, design-wise, I preferred Hitmonchan, which was always rough because it was, useless.
Yeah.
I don't know how good Hitmonlee actually was, but it at least wasn't ruined by the physical special split.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Hitmonlee would have to be better, but I don't think I've really ever used either of them. But just wait till Heart Gold, Soul Silver, then Hitmonchan will finally have their chance. Alright, so Meditate here is not a move I'm going to be taking. It is, however, useful for this line of Pokemon because it raises attack power. Like, physical attack power. Which Mira is unfortunately better in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing she compensates with very strong moves. Please, God, we've lost so much. Let us take our dignity. So yes, you can choose either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, either one of them that Koichi had. So we're going to go with Hitmonlee. I'm not going to be using him, of course, because, Perry's here, and Perry's been extremely good this entire game, so keeping her. And, of course, Hitmonlee is Jalapeno, because he's got Kick. Grunt! Train karate with us. How about no? Unfortunately, in the fighting dojo, you don't get your name written on the little front statue there, so was hoping we'd have a place that our name could be where Hideki's name wouldn't be, but alas. So we're done exploring most of Saffron City, but next time on Pokemon FireRed, there's one building we haven't gone to yet. It's a very, very large building. Oh god, is it ever large. Tune in next time for the longest dungeon.